So, it's time for Reddit stories. The the amount of times that in a day that I listen to like a Reddit related like podcast or whatever is a little bit like, recently I'm like, like that's a lot. Like, so at this point you might as well call me a Redditor, I guess. Anyway, hi guys, how's everyone doing today? Tokimori, hello. Tokimori, irashai. 来てくれてありがとう. Hello. How's everyone doing? It's hot. It's hot. So I got my fan on. Okay, hold on. I need to adjust my microphone. I'm slouching. Okay, I think that's a little better. Okay. Woo. Alright. So, today, I'm looking at the subreddit, True Off My Chest. But looking through, like, the titles and stuff of these, I was looking, right before I started streaming, I was looking through the titles a little bit, and I was like, a lot of these are really dark. So, as not to, like, to have a stream that's, like, extremely negative, that's like very dark, I think I might avoid the ones that sound a little bit too much. I know that a lot of people would be like okay with it, but me personally, it's kind of hard to like react on stream in a way, in a certain way, to a lot of like heavier stories. So especially when the person who is experiencing the story is like not in front of you, so I'll probably just be like straying away from those. I don't know. What's our time for today? That's a really good question. I don't know. Yeah, this sub is ooh, is definitely an experience. Let's see. It's actually not that bad. It's 77, feels like 79 right now. But that's pretty hot when your windows are closed. When your windows are closed and you're on the top floor. So it's hot. Tomorrow apparently it's going to be 94, so I might just perish. I might just die. We'll see. Anyway. But yeah, this sub, we'll see. If it gets a little bit too heavy, then I might just be like, okay. Okay. Like, we'll move to like fun little Am I the Asshole, or like today I fucked up is kind of fun, or like today I learned, or maybe Bone Apple Tea. Bone Apple Tea is one of my favorite subreddits ever. Bone Apple Tea is so funny. I was looking through it the other day and I was just like laughing. I was just laughing to myself because that's so like, that's peak like my humor. My type of humor is Bone Apple Tea humor. Anyway. Holy, I know, is it hot, right? And tomorrow I'm going out to, actually, you know what? Going out might even be better, sometimes in this weather, because like when you're trapped on the top floor and like it's just really muggy and like you can't escape the heat, sometimes it's like better to go outside and sit in like the shade. But even like most of the stores and shops and cafe or whatever, like they're not air conditioned, so it doesn't, like, you can't run to like a place. Yeah, exactly. You kind of find a place with actual AC. Except like you can't. Like, I don't think I've ever been inside a place here that has AC. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe the grocery store, but the grocery store isn't actually that cold. They don't keep it that cold. Like, you would assume because there's like frozen foods and stuff, or like there's like fresh fish or like fresh vegetables and stuff, you would assume that they would keep it cold, but like it's not that cold. So there is no escape. But that's okay. I only have like a week and a half left ish, so It's fine. I'll live. Even hospitals. I've only been to like one hospital in France, and that was like in the winter. So I don't know. I will say that like they have heaters. They have heaters, but like no AC. So, oh my god, we have a raid. Hello, Velo. Welcome in. Thank you very much for the raid. Hello. Welcome, raiders. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Vel raid. Hello. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? I hope you had a great stream. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, welcome. We're just getting started. I was complaining about Europe's lack of AC. It's so hot. It's so hot. As someone who grew up in a place with very mild summers, like this is not. When I was a child, like I would always just like run to the basement and like and it was a lot cooler, and I just lay on the tile and that would help me. But then my family finally got like AC, or like they got the kind of AC that not the nice stuff that like Japan has, but like, you know, the ones that kind of like with the thing that sticks out your window. I forgot. I don't know what that's called. I don't know what you call that kind of AC, but that's like, yeah, that kind of AC. Yeah, I didn't have AC as a kid, but when I was like at some point in like elementary school, a window unit, thank you. Yeah, like at some point my parents put AC in. But yeah, the basement was pretty cool, I have to say. The basement was like a very old place for me when I was younger. And plus the summers were super mild. Super fortunate to have AC in my home. Oh, that's so nice. Wouldn't be able to stream work without. Yeah, literally I am dying. Like streaming, I don't think about it that much during the day. I'm just like, oh damn, it's hot. But the second, obviously, like I turn my computer on, and then my computer starts emitting heat, and like I close my windows so I don't like disrupt my neighbors because I talk really loud. Like it's over. It's so hot. And I keep complaining about it. I've been complaining about the heat for the past like week and a half on stream. I'm like, oh, you guys, it's so hot. Oh, you guys, it's so hot. It's so hot. Yeah. Oh my. Hello, Alien Timekeepers. A pleasure to actually directly meet you and Miss Iku and Meno Hofkai. Ah, thank you very much for stopping by, even though I couldn't hear it all. Oh no. Yeah, Meno kind of, we were doing a sound check at the beginning, and they sound checked me and Iku, and then I think we were kind of like running out of time, so we like didn't sound check Meno, and that, I think that was a mistake, because she was probably a little bit hard to hear. My windows, depending on the location in the apartment, are open, but I shut the window in my room when I stream, because I'm very loud. I'm very, very loud. And walls are thin, and the buildings are old. There's no AC, so she's the one who needed it most. I know, man. Igu tried to say, she was like, I think we might need to check Meno's sound, but then like it had already started, so yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I think we all had fun anyway, and I think people were able to like hear her. At least like they heard her talking. But they understand what she was saying. That might be a different question. I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, Offkai was really fun, and I hope to go in person next year, because every time, this is the second year in a row that I've looked through like my Twitter feed and gotten like extreme FOMO. I'm like, wow, that looks so fun. What? I wish I was there hanging out with like my girls from Prima Project. No, I mean like honestly, like anyone. I can like hang out with my, I don't know, like timekeepers, or like hang out with my girlies. Anyway, next year, hopefully, I was gonna say for sure, but it's the probability is greater than it was this year. But the it's not 100%. I don't know. I'd hope to be able to go. It's not a crazy flight. It's not a crazy long flight. So if I just buy in advance, it should be okay, I think. And I'm not busy. I don't know. Who knows? I could be busy. I could be busy, but it's a weekend. Like I can do a weekend, right? Wishful thinking. I just really want to go to Offkai. Anyway, only true Otagons can understand Meno at all levels. That's real. That's so real. I don't even understand her. Me and Igor are like, huh? That was just me the entire time. Yeah, I mean, I think there were volume balance issues, but I think like Meno I think Meno is just hard to understand. Anyway, yeah, next year. Alright, so let's get started. So before the raid, again, thank you very much for the raid. I hope you had a great stream. I am I'm reading posts from True Off My Chest, but True Off My Chest can be kind of like, can be a little heavy, a little depressing. So, I'm gonna start, I'm probably gonna skip the more heavy topics, and then if it gets a little bit too like, then we might switch to a lighter subreddit partway through. Either way, I don't think I'll be streaming for like that long today because I'm hot. So hot! But yeah, trigger warnings. I might just skip the ones that have like trigger warnings, because, you know, why not? Makes everything a little bit easier. Don't have to deal with too much. Ugh, it's so hot. Okay, sorry. This one looks interesting. It says, I pretend to be okay with my husband's family, but I honestly think they're disgusting. Whoop. Whoop. Okay. Every holiday, I smile. I bring the pie. I clean up the dishes. I nod and laugh at my in-laws' fake jokes, their weird little digs, their backhanded compliments. My husband thanks me every year for getting along with them. He tells me I've come so far. The truth is, I loathe every single one of them. His mother once told me in front of her friends that she was relieved our baby took after him. His father got drunk and asked if I used to be a man. His sister cried when she found out we were pregnant because she always thought she'd be first. His grandma called me urban. I'm Filipino. I'm tired of pretending. I'm tired of swallowing their insults and cleaning up after their messes. Every time I speak up, my husband goes quiet. Don't start something. So I don't. I just simmer quietly, and I fantasize about skipping every single holiday, about taking my baby, packing a bag, and just not going back. I don't want to be the bigger person anymore. I just want to be a person. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. I feel like in-laws... Okay, wait, hold on. What's the difference between off my chest and true off my chest? Okay, anyway. This is a predicament. I mean, I don't know. This is... Part of me wants to be like, I don't think you are obligated to hang out with your in-laws all the time if you, like, don't get along with them. The true... So off my chest just might not be true. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like it should be mandatory to hang out with your in-laws all the time. Maybe like see them once. In my opinion, it's like, okay, like see them once a year, see them like, you know, but like, what does every holiday entail? Like, you see them for what? Christmas? You see them for, I don't know, Thanksgiving? Well, depending on where they are, I guess. I think like once in a while, if your like partner is close with their family, like it's a different story if your partner's like, oh, I hate my parents, or like I hate my family or whatever. Like I don't want to be with them. Like I would like to cut them out of my life, or like, you know, I understand that they can be difficult, like blah blah blah, and they are okay with not seeing their family either. Like okay, then that's cool. Then you have a deal. But like, if your partner like gets along with their family and they want you to also get along with their family, it's like, I don't know, you should make an effort. Just like once a year, come on, you can do it, you know. But yeah, I mean, yes, this is like, but yes, obviously things need to be talked about. Therapy, couples therapy, everyone. Maybe the husband could just come up with an excuse every time for her to skip the gatherings. Yeah, I mean, coming from a family where this is this is true. Oh, my internet. Oh, the French internet. I hate French internet. One more week of this damned French internet. Anyway, my internet is slow, obviously. What's new? Anyway, coming from a family that is exactly like this, it's a little sad. I have to admit, like, it's a little bit sad to be in this situation as well. I shouldn't even say it because it's different, but like I've seen firsthand like what a bad relationship with in-laws can do to like a family dynamic, and like it's not fun. It's not fun. Like I understand like your in-laws can be like assholes and they can be like really bad people, but I do think that like there is a point where, I'm not saying to like suck it up, but maybe no, there needs to be like some sort of agreement that happens, like as a couple, as a married couple, like you should be on each other's sides, right? Like no matter what the agreement ends up being, like you all need to be on each other's sides and like working for each other, you know? The husband should defend his wife. I agree with that. But I mean, I don't know, but that obviously that stuff isn't that isn't talked about either. Although it does say that the husband's like, "Oh, don't start something." So maybe he's aware about how difficult his family is, but and it's a little bit, I would be pretty annoyed if it was like, "Oh, like you've come so far." Like, what do you mean? What do you mean I've come so far? Like that's a bit of an annoying comment. That's a weird comment in my opinion. But ooh, it has a lot of uploads. Refuse to go. Obviously, our husband recognizes they're being shits. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't know. So let him clean up their dishes while you relax at home on the holidays. He wants peace, but at your expense. Stop going. If your husband isn't standing up for you and listening to you, that's a huge problem. The first time I met my mother-in-law, she said and did some not so great things. I told my partner was messed up, and at first they didn't get it, as they had grown up with the behavior, but when I explained how it made me feel, I was back to 100%. Mother-in-law got called out and apologized to me. Now we get along pretty well. Don't simmer, blow up. Your husband should not expect you to endure this. He can deal with them, not you. He lives with you. He should be more afraid of your anger than theirs. There's no rule that says you have to go to holidays with them. Tell your husband you want some quiet holidays at home, and you can start making your own traditions with your own family. I gave up. It's great. My in-law situation is different, but equally terrible. My husband kept promising things would be... My husband kept promising things would be better. Every trip was a lot of coaxing, talking, compromising, until I finally agreed to go if he didn't put me in the same position. But it's always the same. My husband isn't from here, so his family all lives internationally. Our last trip was 2 years ago. He is welcome to go whenever he likes, but I won't go back until he actually sets and enforces some boundaries about me with his family. Basically, just that they can't be abusive when we're there or we'll go. In the meantime, I don't have his family on anything. I left all the family chats, blocked his parents, and I am not spending another moment in another country speaking another language dependent on my husband unless something substantial changes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. He'll go back home to visit. I won't join him. You can put down your own boundaries. I spent more than 10 years thinking that if I comported myself in the right shape that things would be better. They weren't, because I'm not the problem. I wasn't doing something wrong. I didn't deserve to be abused, and you didn't either. Okay. Okay. I just have to say, like, I don't think that people need to, like, suck it up when it comes to, like, abuse. If you are being abused by your in-laws, like, please prioritize yourself. I'm just saying, like, ooh, I don't know. I think, like, if I can self-insert a little bit, like, I also grew up in, I grew up in a family where, like, I only spent time on one side of the family, because one of my parents happens to hate the other side's family. Oops. So it's I think there are lines that you need to draw. I will say that, like, there are situations where the, like, I hate my in-laws is, like, justified, and situations where it's a little bit irrational. Just a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, don't they talk about it after? I mean, the talking that's happening is like, oh, thank you so much for putting up with my parents. Like, thank you for putting up with my family. You've grown so much. You've come so far. Like, I don't know. That seems like a bit of an inappropriate response. Like, it's like the husband is aware that his family is like a lot. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, although I am one for peace. I am one for peace, but I don't think that people should be putting up with like abuse, you know? Like there are lines, and I think that you need to like I think that people need to like judge what's okay for them, what they can endure and what they can't endure, like for themselves. And that's different for everyone, and that's okay. But it's like a lot of things family is so difficult, you know? I don't know, coming from like a big family with like constantly lots of like not bickering, but like coming from a family that's like, yeah, in constant conflict, in constant drama is so like, it can be pretty tiring, you know? Like, I am an advocate. I am an advocate for peace, but stand your ground, I guess. Everything in moderation, right? Tokimori has the tea and spice. We've only got through one. I was yapping for a bit about how hot it was. This is kind of spicy. I had to kick my brother out of my house because he wouldn't stop pretending to be disabled. Sorry, what? Sorry, what? My brother, 38 male, faked a back injury for 6 years. At first, I believed him. Everyone did. He wore a brace, walked slow, grunted when he sat down. He applied for disability but got denied multiple times, probably because he could still play soccer with his friends and sneak in late-night gym sessions. Last year, after our mom passed away, I let him move in temporarily because he was in too much pain to keep working. Then he installed grab bars in my bathroom and told people I was his full-time caregiver. I came home once and found him playing VR boxing, like literally punching the air and sweating. The final straw was when I took a work call on Zoom and heard him screaming, "I can't walk!" in the background. He later told my boss, who he bumped into at the store, that he had a spinal injury and I helped him get to the toilet. That was a lie. I never helped him do anything. I told him to pack his stuff and go. Now my family is mad at me. They say I'm heartless. But I spent 2 years watching someone scam me and now I'm the bad guy? Sorry, what? This sounds like a... This sounds like it needs like a diagnosis. This sounds like it's like, oh no, I was literally learning about this like last term and I already forgot. It sounds like one of those, sounds like one of those disorders where like, you're like faking your illnesses and stuff. Not the Miku boxing. I came home to find him playing a VR boxing game with an anime girl. Okay. We get a lawyer. Yeah, real. That's crazy. That's crazy. He's not getting any government benefits because the government's like, you're fine, dude. He's taking advantage of you. I can't. True off my chest. True off my chest. Your brother crossed the line. You did the right thing by protecting yourself. They're mad at you because he's now their problem. Real. Heartless? What do you mean? 2 years? 2 years? The dude was living with her for 2 years. I guess it doesn't say it's a her. I'm misgendering. They. People are crazy, you guys. I don't even know. My teacher who called me stupid in high school was a patient of mine. Oh my god, this one has the flair is positive. When I was a freshman in high school, I had this teacher that absolutely hated me. She was my biology teacher who was also my homeroom teacher. I never did anything to her, yet she hated me. She accused me of being on drugs one time when I have never seen drugs in my life at that age. I just finished 8th grade going on to 9th grade. I was just a tired, sleepless teenager that moved from the north to the south, also going through my parents' divorce. I was just depressed. Everyone down here treated me badly just because I looked different. I had no friends here, and I missed my friends at home. So I did really bad in high school academically. I had to take summer school. She told me I was academically challenged, but I'm not. I was tested back in middle school. I don't have any disabilities. She even called me stupid in front of the entire class. One time I raised my hand to answer a question since no one else was raising their hand, and she was so persistent on getting someone to answer, and I got the answer right, and she said, "Wow guys, even J Doe got this right. You guys should have known the answer." Anyways, fast forward more than a decade now. I'm a nurse. For a long time, my high school teachers made me start to believe I was stupid. I wasn't stupid. I ended up doing well in college. I just had a tough childhood. I was depressed. I went through a lot during my teenage years. Last week, my former teacher from high school came into the clinic I work at, and I took her vitals and got her ready to see the doctor. She didn't recognize me. I look very different, obviously, lol, and I got married, so I changed my last name. When I told her my first and last name that she knows me by, and I told her I was in her class, her eyes widened and she was shocked. She remembered me. She actually looked like she was excited to see me. She told me she was proud of me, and she never thought in a million years that I would be her nurse. She joked to me and said, "I would have thought you made it as a receptionist if I ever imagined running into you at a clinic wearing scrubs." And she started laughing. I didn't think that was funny. Quite offensive, actually. I was a receptionist for some time, and I hated it. They deal with more shit than doctors and nurses do. Anyway, my former teacher is still a bitch. LOL. What do you mean positive? What do you mean positive? I was expecting like, oh my god, like my teacher was so mean to me in high school, and then like I ran into her like, and she's like, I'm a nurse, and she's on her deathbed, and she's like, I'm so sorry for all the blah 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 blah, and she like apologizes, and they like make up and like whatever. Like no, like she's still an asshole. What do you mean positive? This isn't positive. This sucks. This is so sad. I mean, I'm glad that OP has grown, and their self-worth is like, no, like I'm not stupid. Like I know that I can do well. Like I did well. I just had it rough growing up. Like good for you. But like, damn, like the teachers who made you feel like shit, like that's not okay. What? Positive. Good on you for having the strength to get past her now the treatment in ignorance. Yeah, real. Sounds like such a miserable little biddy. A biddy? Oh my. Oh my. In college, my pre-law advisor told me I should probably rethink going to law school because there wasn't any way I'd be successful. I graduated in 2019, high honors, passed the bar exam in the top 5%, and have been licensed since 2019. Thankfully, I don't even remember her name, but if I did, I'd send her my business card. Yeah. Got to have a victory moment over one particularly miserable journalism professor when I became his colleague in grad school. Dude was an ass and prided himself on it, but I was also a little shit. I don't remember doing this, but had friends remind me later that he showed up to class 40 minutes late once, and when he walked in, I shouted, "Nice of you to join us." Last name. I purposefully never addressed him as doctor. I had a lot of little petty interactions like that with him until I changed my major, which I think I told him to his face in his class when he said I wouldn't be a successful journalist, and I just said, yeah, I know, because I changed my major today. Now I just need to pass this. But in grad school, I got a job for my university at a research center. One day I got a call from a professor who wanted access to our documents for academic research. I saw the name on caller ID and couldn't resist picking up the phone and saying immediately, "Sup, last name, we're coworkers now." Imagine that. Suck it, Collins. Is that the name? Okay. Interesting. I like, a lot of people have stories like this. I am very I'm very lucky to have never really run into like, I've never had like a mean, like an outright like mean teacher. But I think I've been really lucky. I think a lot of people do tend to have bad experiences with at least one teacher in their life, but I don't think I've ever really had that. Actually, you know what? I did have I did kind of have an asshole teacher. Well, it wasn't really an asshole move, but I just like if I was a teacher, I wouldn't do that, you know? Like there was a time, I remember there was a time, actually no, this is kind of mean. This is pretty mean. So when I was like, I think it was in 8th grade, we had to like, at the end of each unit for science class, we had to make like these booklets and like draw. I don't know why the hell we had to draw. It wasn't a freaking art class, but anyway, we had to like draw like a cover page for like a packet of like work, like schoolwork that we had throughout like the unit. And so we had to draw it and color it. Like it was very like like the fact that it had to be colored was very was emphasized very heavily by the teacher. And like I knew it had to be colored, but I have always been a procrastinator. I'm a procrastinator. So I was working on it very late in the night, and I didn't color it because I just didn't have the time. I didn't have the time to color it, okay? And so like, but I turned it in, and I don't know if you guys had like the, you know, the buckets, you know, you like put it in like the big bucket, or you put it in like the thing. So I put it in the thing, and I don't know why, because, well, I mean, I could have put it under someone else's. Maybe I did, I don't know. But I put it in, and then like, I think my 8th grade science teacher, she was like shuffling through the things, and then she called me out, like as we were starting the unit test. Like the classroom was silent, and like everyone's like starting their unit test, and she called me out, and she was like, oh, like she was like, Aoi doesn't know how to read instructions or something. And I was like, excuse me? Like, that wasn't the case. I just literally didn't have enough time because I was procrastinating. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy? Like, it would have been better. It would have been better if, like, she had just said, like, someone didn't have enough time or, like, whatever. But, like, yeah, getting singled out, like, what do you mean? Like, that's, like, and I don't know. Like, you could have, I don't know. If you wanted to call me out, like, sure, call me out. Like, I didn't do the assignment right, sure. But, like, you could, like, doesn't know how to read instructions? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And there was another time, I remember there was another time where I didn't finish my assignment, and then this was in 6th grade, and I still remember, I was a pretty good student. Like, I've been a pretty good student all around. I try not to stick out too much, and I try not to, like, get in my teacher's way. I don't like talking to teachers at all, so I, like, avoid eye contact. I don't talk to them ever. Which is why I, like, remember all the times. I remember, like, every single time that I've been called out in school, because I've been, like, because it gives me so much, like, anxiety. I hate talking to I hate teachers. Like, I appreciate what they do, and I like good teachers, and I don't, but I hate talking to them. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about, like, figures of authority that, like, scare me a lot. I don't know. Like, they just, especially teachers. Something about teachers I just don't like. But I remember, yeah, in 6th grade, like, there was this thing where we had to, like, we had to turn in this assignment, but we had to, like, put it in the middle of our desk, because, you know, you have those, like, islands of desks in, like, middle school, elementary school. We had to put our assignments in the middle, and mine wasn't done, and the teacher specifically said to not put your assignment in the middle if it isn't done, but I did, because I didn't want to be called out for not doing my assignment. There were like 6 other kids at the table. I was like, what? Like, why? Like, why? I'm like, it's 1 out of 6. Like, it's 1 out of 6. It's fine. Like, she won't pick mine. Because, like, then she went around and, like, randomly picked one from each table. But, like, of course it had to be mine. And then I got, like, chewed out for I got chewed out about it. And that teacher, she was fine though. I mean, there was she got mad that time, and I was like scared. I was so scared because I hate people being mad at me. But she ended up being pretty nice. Like, me and my mom ran into her at like the grocery store one time, and she was super chill. Let's see, what other experiences do I have? Like, I have so little experiences of being like embarrassed by teachers, or like teachers, like, I don't know. That was it. So honestly, comparatively, I think I'm pretty lucky. I don't have too much like teacher trauma. What else? There was one. I think I told this story before, but I was looking through my old emails, like my emails from high school, because my current email address, like, I've had it since high school, and there's an email conversation with my math teacher from like 10th grade, probably 10th or 11th, 10th maybe, I don't know. And I don't even know, I asked for a bump in my grade because my grade was like, I think my grade was like it was either a B plus or an A minus or something, but I was really close. I was like point zero something away from like the next letter up. And I was like, oh. So I tried to like, so I emailed my teacher and I was like, hi, Mr. Insert name here. Like my grade is like this right now. I was just wondering if it could be like bumped up a little or if I could do anything. I don't know. This was like the last day of school. I'm not sure why I asked this. I don't know if this was normal for asking your teachers to bump up your grades, but like apparently I tried to do this and like I was like, can you like it's just like 0 something percent. It's like it was barely anything. And then he came back with a hi Aoi, like if you had turned in your if you had just turned in your homework assignment like on time then you would have gotten the A. But I gave it to you anyway. Have a nice summer. And I was like, okay. Thanks, dude. It was really funny to read back because I was like, oh my god. No, I can't believe I've been asked this. Like, but okay. I guess, yeah, it must have been normal, else I wouldn't have asked because I'm too scared of teachers. I think the worst I had was an I don't need to do anything, I'm getting paid per the hour kind of teacher. Oh, that's not very fun. I've definitely had like bad teachers, but I haven't had like mean teachers, I would say. You the man, yeah. I think it's fair to ask. Yeah, I mean like I was like a pretty good student like throughout the thing. I really hated his class though because he was the type to call on people and I hated being called on. So sometimes when I thought there was a chance of him like calling on me because I was so scared of being called on, I would leave. Like I would literally just stand up and leave the classroom to like pretend to go to the bathroom pretty much. That didn't save me from anything though because then I'd come back and like he'd call on me anyway. But I guess it gave me time to like mentally prepare. I don't know. Like that's how horrible I am with like, that's how bad I am with like being put on the spot or like being called on. I hate I hate being called on. I hate talking in front of people. I say as a streamer, I think it's funny because like a lot of people are like, oh, what do you mean you talk in front of a bunch of people every day or like you stream, so like why would you have like performance anxiety? Not performance anxiety, but you know, like why would you be bad at public speaking or whatever? I'm like, that's completely different. Okay. Got a D plus in bus calc. What is bus calc? And I asked for my degree anyway, and they gave it to me. Oh, hey, let's go. Oh, business calc? That's cool. Yeah, always ask. I mean, I've learned that too. It's like, it can't hurt to ask. Like, the worst they can say is no, I guess. I don't like putting people on the spot when it comes to like favors. Like when it's like I'm asking my friends for things, I'm like, oh, I don't want to put them on the spot and like make them feel that they have to say yes. Like that's what I don't like doing. But when it comes to like academics, I'm like, that's okay. Because like it's an institution, like they don't care. But yeah, there's another time. The one other time that I remember being like called out by a teacher. It wasn't private though. It wasn't private, but like what she said was like kind of like was like low-key like racist. I don't know about racist, but like it was like low-key like offensive. But she was like this old lady. I must have told the story. She was like this old lady, and everyone was like, she was like the fabled teacher because like she was old. She was old, and like her class was like famously hard. Her English 9 honors. But I wanted to take English 9 honors no matter what because like I knew that I was like good, quote unquote, like English was my best subject, and so I was like I need to take English honors. And yeah, but she ended up being awesome. Like her class was really hard, but it was really worth it. I ended up really liking her class, and I ended up really liking her. But at the beginning of the semester, like she was so mean. I was so scared. Like I kept doing these assignments wrong because I just like couldn't get it right. Like something about it, I don't know. It was like very strictly formatted. Like you have to space. You can't use the tab button. You have to like space in X amount. Like it was really weird. It had really weird formatting like requirements. And as someone who'd like never done that, like I was so confused. Like I couldn't get it right because I'm not very good at paying attention to like details and stuff. And so she like called me into her like office, and she was like, "Is English your first language?" And I was like, "Huh, yes." Like I was doing so badly that she thought that English wasn't my first language. But then I like kind of locked in and started doing things right. I don't know, something clicked, and I started getting the assignments like down, and then I got like really good grades. I ended up getting really good grades in that class, and she ended up really liking me. And so I was like, you know what? All's well that ends well. And she was so cool. She ended up being really cool, but I was a little uncalled for. That was a pretty uncalled for comment, but like she ended up being like really like an awesome teacher. And she never called on me. Thanks. Yeah, I'm just, you know what? I'm gonna give her a shout out because who cares about it? I don't want to say she's probably dead because she's probably not dead, but she's probably not working anymore. But thank you, Miss Sayers. She was such a good teacher. Anyway, this is not a stream for me to talk about my own experiences. This is a stream for me to talk about other people's experiences. Okay. Let's see. Oh, what the hell? I went back too far. My girlfriend told me I'm not tall enough to be his demanding. My friend ran into her at some restaurant, saw her dining with some guy, and they even kissed later. What? So your girlfriend's cheating on you? I confronted her and she admitted to cheating, but was expecting me to forgive her. I refused to, and told her that we're breaking up. To that, she got insanely angry and told me that I'll die alone. And no woman will ever want me. Eventually said that I'm not tall enough to be this demanding. I was mocked for my height my entire life. Oh no, I'm 5'4". I was bullied for it at school, made fun of by coworkers, even strangers on the street. Oh no, I thought she didn't care about it and was one of the few people who wouldn't use that against me, but I was wrong. I'm devastated. She literally cheated on me and claimed that I don't even have the right to break up with her for it because I'm short. Maybe I don't? No, don't doubt yourself, short king. Maybe I should just settle with what I have because no one will ever like me. She's the only woman who was ever into me. Oh my god, no, don't settle. Short king. Why would you accept the opinion of someone who behaves like that? Yeah. What the hell? That's crazy. That's crazy. Or insecurities. You know what? It's okay. Like, oh my god. Like, it's so sad. I get like so sad whenever I see the like, I don't know, like the like, oh, I'm not gonna, like, I won't date a man unless he's over like 6 feet. It's like, I don't know. As a midget. As a midget, you guys, no. As like a very small person, like, first of all, that makes no sense to me. And second of all, like, just from like a human standpoint, like, that's so sad. Like, I don't know, you guys. I can understand having like physical like things, physical aspects of people, that your physical qualities of someone that like that you're attracted to. Like, I get it. Like, yeah, sure. Like, that makes sense. But like, what? It's so sad to like to cut out like a whole chunk of the population just because you're like, oh, you know, they're not this or they're not that. So sad. You would be her house pet if you stay with her. Damn. Now that I'm thinking, I'd rather be alone than be with her. Yeah, real. I don't want to be constantly disrespecting Cheetah. Yeah, like, cheating? What the hell? Like, she's literally cheating. You're literally letting her walk all over you. That sucks. I have a boyfriend of around your height in a country of giants. Ah. His height doesn't make him better or worse, and he's got lots of qualities that make him a fantastic boyfriend. I'm not a unicorn case. There are lots of women like me who either don't care or have a slight preference for taller that could be compensated by for a good sense of humor or something. Your ex is a manipulative ass who just used your insecurity as an excuse to be an awful person. She doesn't deserve you. Move on from her with your head held high. Grieve and then find someone who's worth it. Nice. Nice. Yeah, any judgment appearance is kind of sad. Yeah, real. I mean, like, preferences, sure. I understand. I understand having preferences, but, like, having absolutes is kind of like... having absolutes on physical things in particular is so, like, is sad. I purposely tightened my boyfriend's jar so he has to ask me for help. Whoa. Whoa. This is pretty lighthearted, but I need to tell someone. I, 26 male, have a boyfriend, 36 male, who's really cocky. Like, extremely cocky. And he is really hot, so it's justified. Also, bartender cockiness. What is bartender cockiness? Someone please explain that to me. But sometimes I want to humble him, so I tighten his jars. Pickle, pasta sauce, peanut butter, you name it. If it has a lid, you bet I'm cranking it an extra notch. Even if he closes a jar himself, I will go to the fridge to tighten it myself. Not so much that it's suspicious, just a little so he's forced to ask for my help. I'm a lot stronger than him, and I feel like sometimes he forgets how dominant he is, so this is my petty way of reminding him and humbling him. Every time I hear that, baby, can you open this for me? My body fills with joy. Honestly, I might start putting stuff on the top shelf too, so just so he has to ask me to get it down. Whoa. Edit. So hi, it's the next morning. The comments were really mixed on this post. While the positive ones were rolling in, I kept reading my post with fondness. Then the negative ones came and I instantly panicked. Rereading the post, I got this bitter taste in my mouth and my heart sank to my ass. I honestly did see where the comments were coming from while I was rereading it. So I waited until my boyfriend came home and I confessed everything and apologized. I told him that I've been tightening his jars so he has to ask me for help. And apparently I've been doing it pretty poorly because he said he opens his own jars when I'm not around. Okay. And like, I asked him why he keeps asking me to open the jars if he can do it himself, and he just said he likes when I do it, and likes that I like it. Aww! He also said something about wanting to feel dainty. That made me laugh. I was really upset at the thought that I'm emotionally abusing my boyfriend, so I'm glad I told him. But yeah, me and my boyfriend are okay, and I guess I'm on jar duty for the foreseeable future. Might still hide his step stool just to see how high he can jump. I'm kidding, don't kill me. What? I don't know. Calling this emotional abuse, I think is a little, I mean, maybe, okay, sure, like, okay, maybe that's one way to look at it, but like, I don't know if I'd be, well, okay, you know what, I am the type to need help with, like, opening things, so, I guess, I don't know. So for me, like, regardless if you tighten my jars or if you don't tighten my jars, it's okay because I will have trouble opening them anyway. But how bartenders use stealing tons of people so they kind of have cocky confidence. I want bartender confidence. That's cool. I don't know. This is cute. I don't know. Is it? Yeah. Are they not happy? I don't know. OP, I don't know y'all's relationship, but there was a post a while back, of a lady who was considering divorcing her husband for doing this because he would deny it. And she felt like he was psychologically fucking with her. Well, okay. Anyone post about that lady? You know what? I have read this, or I've heard this, this other story on a podcast that I listen to. It definitely, like, depends on the tone, I think. She addressed the issue with him, but he still did it. Yeah, I think that, like, this is, yeah. I mean, like, that's an issue. If you're like, babe, are you tightening my jars? And your partner's like, no. What do you mean? And, like, they're very, I don't know. Tightening my jars sounds like a euphemism. It kind of does. He does a cute thing. People put in his head that it was manipulative, so he doubted himself. But in the end, his partner was playing along because they have a good relationship. Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. I don't know. I think that the other post, because I think the other post is pretty a famous, or like a well-known Reddit post, because it was on a podcast that I listened to, so it has to be well known. But yeah, I think because there's like the precedent, or like that post exists, so people are like, oh, but this doesn't This is, I would not call this emotional abuse. Especially if the other one knows. He's like, oh no, I like to feel dainty. I like to feel dainty, and I like that opening my jars makes you happy. That does sound like a euphemism. Okay. Oh no, this is dark. Things are dark. Oh, everyone in my life thinks I'm a successful musician. I actually make most of my money ghostwriting TikTok jingles. I, 25 male, graduated from music school, and my social media is full of clips of me playing jazz, singing indie covers, writing ethereal cinematic scores. My family and friends think I'm working on my first album. They send me gig opportunities and share my Spotify link. In reality, that pays almost nothing. What actually pays my rent? Making stupid-ass jingles for TikTok brands and YouTubers. Stuff like Bite It, Snack It, Sloth Chips, Crack It. Get your glow on with Tan Drops. Sponsored! I've made over 200 jingles. I've ghostwritten a parody rap for a YouTuber who pretends to be a medieval knight and a pop breakup song about toenail fungus. I'm not ashamed of the work. I'm proud of the hustle, but I feel fake for letting everyone believe I'm some kind of underground genius. My mom cried when I told her I was finally living my dream. If she knew my biggest earner last month was a song called Fart Like Nobody's Watching, she might die on the spot. Get the bag! Get the bag! So he's a successful musician. Exactly. Exactly. You are a successful musician. Literally. Very Manilow wrote a bunch of jingles. There you go. State Farm jingle. Like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. Are jingles not music? Yeah, literally. I mean, that... If it's made... If you're getting the bag, you're getting the bag. You know? Good for you. It sounds like he's an underground genius. Yeah, exactly. It's not easy. It's not easy to make jingles. They gotta be catchy. Like, that's so important. The work that this person is doing is so important. I might argue that it might even be better. It might even be better than writing, I don't know, like artsy stuff. Well, maybe not better, but like objectively, you know, it's like if it's making a lot of money, hey, why not? Not everyone can be like freaking, I don't know. Not everyone can be Steven Sondheim, you know? Like if this is getting you the bag, like that's awesome. Good for you. I don't think people are proud of me or they don't care. I think this is because when I have good news and tell people, they go, "Oh, that's nice," and then talk about themselves, and I'm sick of it. I have two pretty good examples. When I got 9 minutes ago, fresh, it's fresh out the oven. When I got accepted to my dream university, I got a well done, confident county. What? Well done, confident county. Whilst my brother, who was going traveling at the same time, got 2 going away dinners. I passed my first year of university and I told my people who I thought would be happy for me, but instead of well done or that's awesome, they completely blanked me and talked about their day. Okay, it's frustrating because I'm always celebrating people's good news and it feels like nobody cares or nobody is proud of me. Maybe I want a celebration dinner or to be told by my loved ones I'm proud of you. Don't know if I'm overreacting or not, but it's ticking me off. I don't know. This is, yeah, people just like talking about themselves. Yeah, that's kind of real though. If this is true, yeah, it's a little sad, but I feel like there's, I don't know, it's just kind of sad. One of Mozart's songs has a lyrics that has lyrics that translates to "lick my arse." Actually, is that real? Yeah. I mean, maybe at a point you could do the thing where you're like, you make people celebrate for you. And I know that's not the point. But like, I don't know, if you feel like you're being like ignored or something, you'd be like, okay, but I don't know, bring it to their attention. Not sure what to think about that. Wow, it's really like going everywhere. This sub is like, whoa. draw a small cock and balls somewhere in the homes of family and friends I visit. Are you kidding me? What the hell? Sorry, what? Oh, these are good. Okay, I'm gonna read these three. And then actually wait, I need to end. I'm gonna end with this. I'm gonna end with this post. Let's start from the bottom. My daughter is going on a misogynistic podcast. Hello Reddit, throwaway account because I don't want to write about my children on my main account. My daughter is 18 and she's going to appear on the Fresh and Fit podcast in 2 weeks. I spent 3 days watching their show to understand what and why. From my understanding, it's about two self-hating men that hate women. Jeez. And they are in one-sided open relationship. Oh no! They are in one-sided open relationships while their girlfriends stay faithful to them. They talk about explicit things in their podcast. Both men are aged mid-30s. It appears they have on random girls ages 18 plus. Oh, this is grody. My daughter DM'd the man on Instagram and got on the show. She's also going with her friend who's 19 years old. Okay, someone needs to... I'm sorry, y'all. Bro, you need to, like, spell check. Okay. My daughter wants to go on the podcast to gain more followers and viewers for her Instagram because she's starting a gym influencer page. On this podcast, they shout out the woman's handles during the end of the show and in the middle of the live show. They have a lot of followers and a lot of people follow the handlers of the women on the show. What? The handles, probably. The women on the show, and my daughter is trying to make her gym page get more views and engagement. I just don't think it's worth going on this type of podcast. Where are the periods? I don't know why this is so annoying to me. I'm worried for her. These men sound terrible and they will hurt her self-esteem. These old men yell at teenagers and women in their early 20s and degrade them on the podcast. I've binged their shows since she told me she's going on the show, and it's just bad. Like, I don't know how this garbage is allowed on YouTube. These men are very hateful. Anyways, my daughter said that she will be fine and she's going to go and I won't be able to stop her. I just don't want her to get hurt and I don't want her to go. She won't listen to me. She already knows these men are terrible, but she said she can handle it and sit there for like 2 hours strong. I don't think she can after I watched these podcasts. These podcasts. They are brutal. It gets physical sometimes. Sorry, what? This is FBI attention. This is crazy. The absolute state of society. Literally. What? Fresh and fit, mid-30s, 18-year-olds. Yeah, what? This is so... Excuse me? Sorry, I gotta go look. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god. On Mondays, known as Money Monday, the hosts and sometimes guests discuss finance, investing, and real estate. On Wednesdays, known as Red Pill Wednesday, what the hell? The hosts give dating advice and sometimes do a couples intervention. On Fridays, known as Fitness/Call-In Friday, the hosts allow viewers to interact with them via phone and chat, discuss past topics, ask advice, or criticize. Uh-huh. Lisa Sugiura, author of The Incel Rebellion, The Rise of the Manosphere, and the Virtual War Against Women. That's a crazy title. Maybe I'll read that book. Has suggested that the hosts of Fresh and Fit, along with other manosphere figures such as Andrew Tate, are compelling to viewers because they are seen as anti-mainstream, but the contradiction is that they are very part of the mainstream and validating usual tropes about gender and violence against women. Woohoo! Go Lisa Sugiura. When a girl tells you, hey, let's rain check or reschedule, you should simply respond, hey, that's cool, but I'm not really a fan of flaky girls. Because according to him, if you take her on a date after she said she did some BS like that, she's gonna think it's okay. Don't reinforce bad behavior with positive treatment. What the hell? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. And of course it's like when they're flaky, it doesn't matter. Oh no. In a few clips on Twitter, uh-oh. This is scary. Yeah, as like a parent, that's probably really scary. She claims she's doing this for her business, but it's a possibly fatal marketing decision. Her participation bolsters their brand, but will not grow hers. All while it will degrade her data and where the algorithm places her future content. And since she's the product of her handle, any abuse she sustains may impact her presentation negatively. Find a better fit for your brand, girl. Maybe talk with her as an adult about the poor business decisions, or get another professional adult too. We'll trust the young lady's algorithm. Oh, yes. But she is chasing clout. Let her be. Oh, damn. They're like, you gotta have her learn. Oh, I don't know. I'm concerned that this type of content is the darkest sphere of knowledge. They've got like 1.57 mil. Scary. Fresh and Fit Pod is one of those alpha male podcasts where the alpha males have nothing on their head, but they think they have done nothing in their lives, but they think they're smart. Oh god. Yeah, that's a little really their audience can't be so large. Apparently they have a large audience, but I mean like the comments say, it's like, what audience are you reaching towards, you know? Yeah. Ooh. It's a little scary. Disconnected. Oh. Are we good? Are we good now? Okay, I'm gonna read these two, and then I'm gonna go on Bone Apple Tea. Because Bone Apple Tea is so funny. An update. Oh, where's the first? How do you see like the original post for these? Clearly I'm not a Redditor. Whatever. First off, thanks to everyone who commented on my post last night. Actually, I guess I could just go to their post. Ah, found it. Oh jeez, I have to log in. Here we go. Okay. I, 22 female. My boyfriend's sister's boyfriend saw me naked. All right. I, 22 female, have been dating my boyfriend, 23 male, for a while now. We get along really well with his sister, 20 female, and her boyfriend, 23 male. Recently, we all rented an Airbnb together for a few nights. One afternoon, I was lying face down on the bed, completely naked in our room. At some point, I turned around and saw my boyfriend's sister's boyfriend. Okay, standing there looking at me. He acted surprised and said he was told it was okay to use the bathroom in our room, but I couldn't shake the feeling he'd been standing there for longer than I realized watching me. He saw everything. Ah! At first, I brushed it off, thinking maybe I was overreacting, but since then, I've started noticing little things that are making me uncomfortable. He's touched me unnecessarily. Small things, like when walking past, he'll put his hand on my back or shoulder. It's subtle, but it doesn't feel innocent to me. I've not told my boyfriend or anyone else, but I'm starting to feel weird around this guy. Like, it's like he fancies me. And after seeing me naked, he's being more bold in small, creepy ways. I don't know if I'm overthinking or if I should bring it up, but it's been stuck in my head and I needed to get it off my chest. Oh, that's a little creepy. That's a little creepy. Oh, no. Put his hand on my back or my shoulder. Okay. 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 First off, thanks to everyone who commented on my post last night. I didn't expect it to get over 1,000 upvotes, so reading through the replies honestly gave me confidence to say something. Quick recap. During a trip, my boyfriend's sister's boyfriend, both 23 male, saw me naked in our room. He claims he was just using the bathroom, but I had this gut feeling he lingered longer than he should have. Since then, he's been acting weird. Little touches creeping me out, basically. Today, I confronted him. I pulled him aside and asked directly, did he stand there on purpose? And why has he been acting like this ever since? He tried to play dumb at first, then admitted he might have stood there longer than he should have, but immediately flipped it on me. He basically tried to gaslight me, saying I was lying there like that on purpose, and that I gave him signals so he thought I liked him. It completely threw me, but I stood my ground. I told him I'm with my boyfriend. I've never let him on, and his behavior has made me uncomfortable, full stop. He did apologize after that, but it honestly felt like more like damage control than anything sincere. He promised to back off, so I'm hoping that ends it, but I'll be keeping my guard up. For now, I haven't told my boyfriend I don't want to cause unnecessary drama, but I'm watching the situation closely. If anything else happens, I'll tell him straight away. Appreciate all the advice on the first post. It made me realize I wasn't overthinking. Hopefully, this puts an end to it. I did not go to be able to read all the comments, but I appreciate, for reading can be overwhelmed. Okay, yes. You should tell him as soon as possible privately before it gets flipped on you somehow. Yeah, before he retaliates by telling your boyfriend that you came on to him. Yeah, that's like a thing. That's like a thing in some Reddit stories. Yeah, this is, shouldn't the sister know this guy's scum? Real. I feel like that's even more, the boyfriend's sister know is even more important than letting the boyfriend know. Damn. Oh. Are you okay? My internet is so bad. Your internet's spotty. My internet's always spotty. It's because I'm in France. It's because French internet is so bad. Potted. It's okay. The rest of the week, and then we'll be good. Yeah, so for those of you who aren't in the Cosmia Accord, I posted my schedule for the rest of the week. I'm gonna be streaming on Thursday, and then we're gonna have a Discord watch along on Friday. So if you're not in the Cosmia Accord, get in there. Yeah, let's read some comments. You're protecting this man by not telling someone. You are giving them a chance to manipulate the situation. The fact that he's dating your younger sister, it's her boyfriend's younger sister, but still, and he's perving on you is gross. You're not giving your boyfriend's sister agency for herself to decide if she's okay with it. This is a guy she trusts and is intimate with. Stop worrying about drama happening. He's the one who ruined things, and your boyfriend and sister will start to see signs that might make them think you're cheating with each other. They find out later, they will feel betrayed. You kept it a secret. It still applies either way. Yeah. Not telling your boyfriend is a big mistake. What if this scumbucket tells your boyfriend first and spins a tale? You don't want him to hear this from someone else. Also, you shouldn't tell your sister too. I didn't tell you because I knew it was upset. It would cause a problem. Yeah, no. I'd say tell her. Tell her fast. Like, jeez. Yeah, everyone's like, your boyfriend needs to know. Okay, let's read. Oh, it's not that long. Okay, that's okay. This is so funny. I've been doing this since I was 15 years old. I'm now 28. I draw a cock and balls in a place that isn't hidden, but you would have to go out of your way to look for it. Under a table, behind the couch, the bottom of a door or wall. I've even lifted up a loose floorboard. Huh? And you're huge on the underside and put it back. It's like an obsession for me. I don't know how I do this. And I did eventually start taking photos and documenting where I drew them. I started doing this a few years later, and I've recorded 100. I have 150 plus recorded cock and ball drawings. I want to upload some, but I could end up doxing me. I'm from Perth, Western Australia, so if you live there or really anywhere in state, your house could. Sorry, what? Oh my god. Geotagging. This person might have a problem. This person might be stuck with the mental age of 13. This is kind of funny though. Someone's gonna find these and think this is a conspiracy. Real geotagging. Yeah, everyone, we gotta go find them on like Google Maps. That's funny. I'm trying to think like where could you hide a secret penis drawing? Under the desk. That's a good one, I guess. But when it comes time to like throw the desk out, or like, I don't know. Well, I guess when you throw it out, you don't need it anymore. But I'm trying to think like Under the counter. Yeah. I just want to know, like, in what, like, how is he drawing these? Like, with a marker? Like, with a Sharpie? Or, like, I don't know, with their finger? Like, you know, when on some couches, like, when you draw, you can draw on it with, like, your finger? Like, is it like that? Or is it like a freaking... Is it like... Yeah, can I borrow a pen? Like, are they just walking around with, like, a pen? Because not all pens work on all surfaces, right? Like, it's got, like, maybe it's a Sharpie. Maybe this dude's bringing a Sharpie with him everywhere. Seems obsessive. I mean, like, yeah, they're literally saying, I don't know why I do this. So, I mean, it sounds like a problem, but it sounds like a problem, but it's also kind of a funny problem. Like, I don't... This is... Like, out of everything that you could be, like, obsessive about, like, this... I suppose this is, like, slightly less harmful than some other things. Is it mental? It could be. It literally could be, but is this a red flag or just orange? This is like... It might be a bit of a red flag. I mean, it's orange, but I think it also depends on, like... It depends. It's orange. It's orange for now. It's orange for now. I would need more details. I would need, like, a psych evaluation. I would need a psych evaluation. I bet he still lasts at 4. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, does this signify, like, a very, like, low mental age? I don't know. It's leaning red. It's turning red. Unexpected nephew's getting whooped. Right. Oh, real. Some innocent kid is gonna take the blame. A loose floorboard, my friend, that's hidden. That's pretty hidden. A loose floorboard is pretty hidden. My students do this, and as I clean them away, I hope they'll mature soon. This post does not give me hope. Oh, no. No. If it's in pencil, it's cool. If it's pen or marker, I'd be pissed. Yeah. Again, that's what I'm saying. Like, what is he... Is it, like... Is it just... What do you mean? Like, is that a Sharpie? I'd kick you in your cock and balls if you did this in my house. But you're probably into that. As a kid that got in trouble for bullshit like this that I didn't do. Ooh. Yeah. It is other people's property too. That's a little bit like that's pretty, like, questionable. Again, I'm very curious as to, like, how this person is going about it, though. Okay, let me, let's look at bone apple tea. It's my favorite subreddit. Bone apple tea. Condescending tumble dryer. Sorry, what? Some of these posts, I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what was what was it supposed to mean? What is it? Someone enlighten me. Y'all have to teach me about English, I think, because some of these things I'm like, what? What were they trying to say? What were they trying to say by typing condescending tumble dryer? What does that mean? Is it supposed to look like a face? What's supposed to look like a face? The dryer? Does it for a face? Oh, is it just an ad? Oh, no, this scared me. Condescending. Center loading? Oh, condescend. Oh, it's supposed to look like a face, and that's why. Oh, it's supposed to look like a face that's condescending, and that's why they named it that. Wait, I'm confused. Condensing. That's what I thought too. No wonder they want. I guess it is. Well, wait. I don't really. Okay. It doesn't look like a face. It doesn't really look like a face to me. But okay. This one, I saw this the other day and it made me laugh. I just saw an online comment where someone justified themselves by saying, yeah, well, it's a doggy dog world, mate. It's a doggy dog. It's a doggy dog world, everyone. Oh my god. Condensing. Ah, I see. Condescending. As opposed to kitty dog world. It's a doggy dog world. Ostrich size is... Insulting someone is a right. Anyone can insult anyone. You also have the right to ostrich size them for being cock butts. The ostrich... To ostrich size them. Guys, have you ever felt ostrich sized? It's a really bad feeling. Oh my god. There was an attempt. This comment is kind of crazy too. Ostrich size. Cappuccino maker. Smeg espresso maker and cappuccino maker. It fell on depth ears. For anyone who does this in any movie, you're a fucking pathetic loser and you need to get a grip. It's a movie, for Christ's sakes. This will definitely fall on depth years. Depth years. Depth years. I feel chicken size. Oh my god. These are really funny. I wonder if we would need to make Aoi bigger in order to properly ostrich size her. I'm probably not as big of I bet ostriches are taller than I am. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, text-to-speech. I guess that's true. Some of these could definitely be text-to-speech. Some people could also just be stupid. No rest bite. Ah yes, our British heat is literally unbearable, and the only rest bite we get is if we run into the big shops and soak up their air cons. Our buildings are also made to keep heat in, so no matter what fans you have on, you're still melting. This is me! This is me right now! I have no rest bite, you guys. I have no rest bite. Guy says male ostriches can reach 9 feet and females can reach 6 feet. So either way, they're taller than me. Actually, they're taller than a lot of people then. Ostrich size is pretty big. No rest. Woe is me, I have no rest bite. Rest bite. Oh my god. This is so funny. Anyone getting rid of Chester draws. What? Chester draws? Like chest or drawers or something? Is that what it's supposed to be? What is a Chester draws? Chest drawers? My favorite one, say this by rest bite. Chest of drawers. Chest of drawers? Chest of drawers, sorry. Who is Chester and what does he draw? Thanks. Lack-a-daisy. Work 16 hours a day and 7 days a week. These unions and governments ruin businesses with the lack-a-daisy. Lack-a-daisy. Will lack a daisy will to work effectively and hard. Oakville, okay, wait. Lack a daisy. They don't have a daisy. Lack a daisy. Okay, lackadaisical. Lackadaisy on its own is actually a word. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, lack a daisy with spaces. We need more daisies. Yeah, not enough daisies. Lack of daisies. What are we reading? We're reading a post from Bone Apple Tea. Bone Apple Tea, the best ever. Okay. Another one, Death's Ears. The only view of the world you have is from the small window in your mother's basement. I don't give a fuck about your arguments for its culture, and you wouldn't understand it's a different climate over there. To me, it falls on Death's ears. His ears. Death. Like Death from The Sims. The Grim Reaper. R.I.P. Death. When lives are ruined, Death's ears. So it kind of works a little bit. Maybe. Falls on a little bit. maybe yeah, because death isn't listening to you. The audacity and the goal. California and moved into our newly renovated 275k house at 3k square feet, but has the audacity and the goal. The goal! The seagull! Be like, yeah, whoever read all this. The goal. What is this? I don't think either of them are sweet. The Kelly stands here can come after me, but I think she's okay. As for Judy, I think she's a woman her generation and seems to cowtail. Oh, to... I don't even know the word because oh no, it's to oh, what's the... Curtail, yeah, there we go. Right? Is that... That's what it is, right? Kowtow? Doesn't it... Oh, is that the word? Kowtow. Kowtow? Kowtow? Kowtow. Cowtail. Oh, to kowtow. Oh, yeah. Okay. To eat your own. I have a 32-inch Alienware QD OLED on my face. Not that I can't see, but I want to see all of its glory. To eat your own. To eat your own. To eat your own. Yeah, Hannibal. Cannibals in the chat be like. Imagine pouring your heart out to Aoi and then typo and then she laughs and it all falls on Deadly. That has definitely happened before. Maybe not pouring your heart out, but I've definitely like found a... Like pointing out typos has been like... Laughing at typos has definitely been a thing since I was like in high school. Some of these people college educated. You know, you could be college educated and like not know things. You know what I didn't know recently? Oh, there was something that I did a Bone Apple Tea recently, but I don't remember what it was. God damn it. Oh, I forgot what it was. But I was literally like, what do you, like, this doesn't seem right. Oh, I remember. I did a Bone Apple Tea. Oh my god. I'm trying to think what it was. It was because I was reading a book. I was reading my book for book club, and they, like, the author kept using tongue-in-cheek. Tongue-in-cheek, and I couldn't, like, I thought it was tongue and cheek my whole life, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to think, yeah. Right? It's tongue-in-cheek, right? I thought it was and. Yeah, it's in. I thought it was and I had to look it up. I was reading this book and I was like, is it tongue in cheek? And then I looked it up and it was like, yeah, there's no such thing as tongue and cheek. And I was like, oh, oop. Tongue in cheek. It's the physical movement. Yeah, I didn't get it. I didn't get it until I like read about it and I was like, oh. Cerebral palsy. What do you think she drank at 13, which is very young? AI looks cartoonish. This girl clearly has cerebral palsy. She has multiple palsy. As opposed to one singular palsy. Multiple. She's got so many palsies, bro. Tongue-in-cheek is something you get at barbecue. Real? That's true. I only usually get one palsy. Oh my god. For all intensive purposes. Don't forget there are plenty of black money billionaires that no one is aware of, and people like the Saudi princes who no one has a balance sheet for but are just like are just like infinity wealthy for all intensive purposes. Intensive purposes. What kind of purposes are they? Yeah, what purposes? I've made this mistake. I think I've probably made this mistake too, though. It's intense. Is it? Well, hold on. Is it intense and purposes? Purpose intensifies. Intense and purposes, right? Okay. I would probably make this mistake too. But infinity wealthy is funny. What? Well, you are right. You're only talking about a small percent of bigger people. INLARG. Space LARG, right? Must just overeat and underexercise. Okay. Aghast! I was aghast! I was aghast. I was so gassed. Intense and tortoises? And porpoises? I was aghast-lit. Oh my god, embiggen. I was aghast. Oh my god, gassed out loud. I gassed out loud when I saw that was I gassed. So rounded. Oh my god, this made me laugh the other day. Nah, I just need a girl who's hot and pet eat. The fuck is pet eat? Like thin and shit. Do you mean petite? Damn, Napoleon, you get what I mean. Pet eat. I love when they pet eat. My favorite, you know, you guys, I'm very pet eat. Oh my god. With tongues! Oh my god! I worked at Panera and this was a common occurrence too. The solution was to stop letting the croissants go all the way through the toaster and instead hold it with tongues in the front of the toaster. Because they toasted insanely fast, they'd always burn. Not the tongues. You eat your pets? No, I don't eat my pets. I'm just... What is it? Small and thin and shit. Just Stefan eat. Stefan eat. Yeah, burned. Sounds unsanitary. That is kind of impressive. MiG-31 had a major engine fire. The pilot ejaculated, but the plane crashed shortly after. Oh no. Oh no. I can't believe he ejaculated. No wonder it crashed. The comments are so funny. Let's go! It's probably why the plane crashed. Good for him. A happy ending! No kink shaming. Oh my god. Pilot came, plane went. Oh. Bro, thought he could fly one-handed. No. Tick for tat. I'm not going. Sorry, what? Of course, you threw the first stone. I'm not going tick for tack with you. Tick for tack for toe with you, sir. I'm too grown. I'm too grown for that. We know why y'all don't like broom, but you have a great evening. Tick for tack. Wild goose chase. Wow, Robert Tyson got only off 40 years for killing Ray Howard and it was something. On a wild goose chase. A while. Just a case of the popcorn in the kettle back. I had to look at the comments. I remember I saw this the other day, and I had to look at the comments because like, what is this? What does that mean? And it's the pot calling the kettle black. The popcorn in the kettle back. You have to. It's so far off. It's so far off. The popcorn in the kettle back. What is this? A bit piece of tie pulling. Okay, I don't know what that is. Wait. Oh, tarpaulin. Oh, tarpaulin. Tarpaulin? Oh, I see. A tarp. Oh, I see. I understand. Our hearts were in the right place. Yeah, I guess so. Elevated cheese ranch with crab raccoons. Cranberry goons. Rangoon. Rangoon? Right in front of my crab raccoons? Crab raccoons. What is it? Oh, the jugular vein. The jugular vein. Damn, you came for the jugular vein today. The jugular vein? Filibustering. Filibustering? What is filibustering? What's filibuster or something, right? That's what it is. Filibusted. Short-sighted. Short-sighted comments. The juggler does juggle our blood real good. Not sure if typo or just dumb. Perhaps both. Filibustering is when you saw the make emoji. Ah. I only like know, yeah, I only know the existence of the word. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna find a good "Am I the asshole" post. Wrap it up today. I'm getting hot. Peanut butter. Taking my neighbor's cat? Holy shit. Yeah, let's read this. Am I the asshole for considering taking my neighbor's cat when I move? Woo! Ohayo, ohayo, irashai. 来てくれてありがとう. A sweet baby angel girl kitty has been coming to my apartment since March. My boyfriend and I currently have 2 male cats that were on the fence about this cat, so we took it slow, introducing and slowly allowing the kitty into our home as she was interested to see everything. After a few weeks of her consistently coming to us, I began to think she was pregnant. We went on vacation for a week, and when we came back, she still came to visit us, now morning and night. After a week of us being home, it seemed like she had babies, but I didn't venture to find them, honestly thinking she lost them because she was so small and living outside. I also figured she would have brought us the babies because she was becoming so comfortable in our home, staying for hours at a time. Since the end of May, our boys have really taken to her and have become more welcoming and tolerant of her, and she will now spend multiple hours, multiple times a day sleeping, playing, eating, and snuggling us. I really began to think she wanted to be with us and have her home be with us. Fast forward to this week, we decided to take her to the vet to begin the process of adopting her. At the vet, I learned she did in fact have a litter that up until recently she was nursing. They urged me to find the babies and make sure they were safe and taken care of. I managed to follow her and find her kittens on my neighbor's patio. So obviously this threw a wrench in our plans for adopting her. I wrote my neighbor a letter regarding the kitty and asking what her involvement was. She seemed to claim the cat, saying that she fed her milk and that she was an outside cat. She offered me 2 kittens, to which I politely declined. She told me she works overnight and that she doesn't have the time to take the cats to the vet, but she appreciated me taking her to get shots. I spent $120 on her and was not even asked how much it was or offered to pay back. After talking more to my boyfriend about it and literally crying for hours about it, we talked about our options. I think why we're mostly considering taking her is because I believe we are really the only ones feeding her, and she is very much domesticated even though she primarily lives outside. There's no indication of ownership, she's not chipped, and there was no mention of getting her spayed. However, she got mad at me when I told her she was hanging out with our boys. She accused my cats of getting her pregnant, though they are fixed. I was planning on getting her spayed and chipped in the upcoming weeks. The kittens will be 12 weeks at the end of July, and we move out of state at the end of August. For more context of the situation, just wanting to know if I would be the asshole if we took her. We have just grown to love her, and she spends more time with us than my neighbor at this point. I just want to make sure the sweet baby gets the care she deserves. Oh my god. I bet if they took the cat, the neighbor wouldn't notice. Real. They would just think that, like, the cat, like, got lost or something, like. Well, so the cat's not chipped. The neighbor, like, claims she doesn't have the time to look after the cat, but doesn't want to give up the cat. We're never gonna see the neighbor again anyway, and the cat's an outside cat, yeah. Well, it does seem the cat owner isn't taking care of the cat, they'd be the ass for taking the cat. Yeah, I mean, like, this is kind of... Yeah, that's a little hard. I mean, like, at the end of the day, like, the cat... I don't know. I understand. I understand why this is, on Am I the Asshole filtered. Does the neighbor even own it? It sounds like it's a stray they occasionally feed. Yeah, I'm not sure. Would Judge Judy moment they go to court and the cat chooses an owner? That would be really cute. Yeah, I don't know. That is kind of hard, but I mean, I do think OP has good intentions, cause she's like, I literally thought this cat was stray and underfed. She's tiny and skinny or whatever. And the neighbor's like, yeah, it's my cat, but I haven't gotten her fixed. Haven't paid for her vaccines, and she's an outdoor cat. So like, is that your cat? Like, I don't know. Like, I think it'd be kind of an asshole move to just like go in the middle of the night and like, you know, steal someone's cat that they think is theirs or whatever. But like, I agree that it's kind of like, does your neighbor own this cat? Like, I don't know. The cat's her own woman. Yeah, let the cat choose. Cause like, the cat's not chipped either. She's just a cat if you're from time to time, but she's still mine. Yeah. Yeah, I never got her spayed and she's an outside cat. Yeah, that's... She's an outside cat. I mean, like, I'm just, like... We need details on, like, did this neighbor, like, adopt the cat? Like, did they go to a shelter and adopt this cat? Like, I just... What do you mean? Just take her with. No one should own a cat if they say it's an outside cat unless you live on a farm. They don't deserve the sweet girl you and all your boys do. Not the neighbor's cats. It's a stray that she occasionally feeds. Not the asshole for taking her, but if you don't take the kittens too, you're an asshole and the reason to leave litter kittens with their mom. The kittens will be 16 weeks old when OP moves, which is definitely older than them. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like it's a... I do feel like it's a little bit shady to just, like, steal the cat away in the night. But I do think that if, like, the cat would probably have a better life with OP, right? So... Yeah, no chip, no vet paperwork, no proof of ownership. Yep. Point also that the neighbor thinks giving a cat milk is appropriate. Real. Try to find a home for the remaining kittens. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, but do it anyway. Real. I'm the asshole for parking near someone my wife knew during camp drop-off and making her mad. Ooh, asshole. It's got an asshole verdict. This morning I dropped off my wife and our kids at summer camp. The parking had plenty of open spots, but I parked next to another parent who was unloading. I left extra space, probably 2 or 3 feet more than usual. I wasn't blocking or crowding anyone. As we were driving in, my wife said, "Oh, that's redacted. I know her." When she saw the parent ahead of us, I didn't know who it was, but since she recognized her, I figured it was totally fine to park nearby. Honestly, I thought she might even prefer it since it was someone she knew. I also parked close because I was trying to stay near the van they're all traveling in to make unloading easier. In the past, she's gotten annoyed when I parked too far away, so I thought I was doing the helpful thing. As soon as I parked, she got irritated and said something like, "All these open spots and you park right next to her?" I said something along the lines of, "If I had parked farther away, you would have gotten mad at me for parking too far." That made her even more upset. She said, "Don't get out of the car," so I couldn't help her unload all the bags. So I stayed put while she got out and unloaded everything herself in front of other parents. It made me look like the guy who just sits there while his wife does all the work. Later, she said she didn't understand why I would park next to someone who was unloading their car. That wasn't what I meant at all. I felt like I couldn't win either way. I was just trying to make things easier. Am I the asshole? Edit. I was not comfortable with the idea of our kids attending this camp without a parent. At 9 years old, I feel they're too young to be around unfamiliar adults overnight, especially in college dorms where boys and girls are placed in separate rooms with 2 to 3 people and potentially strangers. I didn't want to send them at all unless one of us could be there. My wife strongly wanted them to go, so she volunteered to chaperone as a compromise to make me feel more comfortable. Last year, our 13-year-old was placed in a dorm room with an unrelated adult we didn't know, and that experience made me very uncomfortable. What? 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 What is this last part? Okay, so as someone who doesn't drive, I don't know. The edit is so confusing because, like, what, I guess does that relate to anything at all? Anyway, so I don't drive, and I don't know about good, like, driving etiquette. Is it, like, not, if there's other parking spots, like, available, is it not good driving etiquette to, like, park next to someone who's in the middle of unloading their stuff or something? I don't actually know. Like, that's a literal question I have. This is a nothing burger. Okay. This is 2 different posts? Real. If they're unloading, you should give them space. Okay. Situational? If it's open, you can park on. Yeah. Interesting. I do kind of have questions about the edit. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean you don't want your 9-year-olds going to summer camp? I don't really... They said their 13-year-old was placed in a room with an unfamiliar adult and that made them uncomfortable. Well, okay, as someone who actually didn't go to overnight summer camp though, I guess I don't really understand what that means, but isn't that usually just like a camp counselor or like, I don't know. It's not just like a stranger, right? The end of this post confused me. Okay. Give them some rest bite. If it's open, you can park. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I guess I don't know. If they're unloading, like, I guess it'd be good to give them the space to unload. Especially if they have a lot of stuff. Like, if they're just, like, in my mind. But, I don't know. I guess a nothing burger makes sense in this situation. They have volunteer counselors, right? I was not comfortable with the idea of our kids attending this camp without a parent. At 9 years old, I feel they're too young to be around unfamiliar adults overnight. What? Is that not what summer camp is? Like, they have adults because to keep the kids safe, question mark? It was probably a counselor, but he's worried. He worded it in the most vague way possible to make it seem worse. Yeah, like, what? What do you mean? Like... Okay. Non sequitur brainworm. I see from your comment that you asked her to be a camp chaperone as a condition for letting your 9-year-old twins attend camp. My guess is your wife is pissed off that instead of having a child-free week to do her own thing, she's spending it at summer camp because her husband has control issues. Could have been an OP. I'm sure there are a lot of things the wife would have liked to do during that child-free week instead of manipulating the number of children just to keep out of trouble. Why didn't you offer yourself as the chaperone? Real. I use my children's fun at camp as leverage to force my wife to be a chaperone. Wait, okay, wait, I like how this is the main part of the post now. It's not about the parking. It's not about the parking at all. Forcing your wife to be a chaperone as a condition to allow your kids to go is actually crazy. You're actually crazy. But sure, such a nice guy for parking close and usually helping her unload the car. You are the guy that sits there while his wife does all the work. Uh-huh. Parking right next to someone who's unloading is an idiot move. I'd rather get a divorce. That's my line in the sand. I'd rather get a divorce. Okay, that's a little... okay. I see. I see. It's the new Iranian yogurt. It's not about the parking. Ooh. Some of these are fun. I don't like this one though. Okay, I'm gonna actually stop after this one because I'm hot. I was recently asked to help out since my friends could not go on a trip they needed to make. I was recently asked to help out since my friends could not go on a trip they needed to make because the car they meant to take was not good for use at the time, and I own a travel van. I also got invited to join on said trip to drive since it was a really long trip and a short time to make it, and it was questionable if one of them could even drive due to a health problem that arose near departure. The trip was to another country to take something there and another thing home from there. Jeez. The way this is written. Most of the time, I was more or less treated like staff and as someone not very welcomed in their circle. During the trip, one of them started to ask whose turn it is to pay for gas this time, and I was pointed out as the one. Also, they spoke of evening out the costs afterwards, clearly implying I was to pay an equal amount of everything.
Of course, I was going to pay for my own food and other costs like any decent human being would, and was not going to ask for compensation for the use of the van to be a fair friend, but was assuming that since the trip was not a holiday trip planned together, but rather I was invited out of necessity quite last minute, I should not be paying for gas. At least not an equal amount, which would make me the one paying the highest price for the entire trip since the van was mine and I paid for the keeping of it. I gave them some time to make their intentions clear about how they thought the cost should be divided, and was left with the impression before mentioned, and so decided to let them know that I wanted them to pay rent per mile to cover costs of using the van. The price I said was the same I used with any other friend who would take a trip with the van without me, and very fair at that. Okay, so this led me to being called a criminal for not letting them know beforehand they need to pay rent. Rent? Why are you charging rent? I mean, okay, I mean, like, I can understand the logic of, like, why do I'm literally only here because you needed a van and you needed another driver. Why are you making me pay for all of this stuff? Like, I think it'd be normal for the other passengers to be like, it's okay, we will all cover gas, like, you don't have to worry about it. You're lending us your van and your driving expertise. But this also needs to be talked about before you even go on the trip. And what do you mean rent? What do you mean rent? Like, everyone sucks here. Yeah, this is a big everyone sucks here. I can see that. But, like, rent? 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 Everyone sucks here. Your friends suck for not offering to pay for fuel, but you can't announce a rental charge after the trip is complete. You can ask them to pay for fuel, which they absolutely should. Yeah. The fact that I asked him for fuel is so blatantly disrespectful. I would have done the same. Is it a dick move? Yeah, it is, but by what happened before is absolutely warranted. I don't think that's what's going on here. I had no intention of charging them at the start, so they never made it clear they expected him to fund their road trip until they were way far into the trip. Yeah. This all costs should have been discussed before heading out of the trip. Yeah. Yeah. Wouldn't even go. Real. Just give them your van and be like, okay, you can find another driver. I'm not going. Just take the van. I'll charge you X amount just to take the van, or you guys can pay for gas or whatever. I'm not going. That would also make sense, because apparently they're not, like, friends. Are they friends? Oh, friends. I guess they said friends, but they said they were treated as, like, an outsider the whole time, which is like, damn. Always discuss monetary things beforehand. That is always daily wisdom. Not friends anymore. Yeah. Quote unquote friends. Okay, guys. It's hot. It's getting hot in here, so I'm gonna end stream. Let's see. What did I want to say? I wanted to say that I'm streaming. I'm gonna do karaoke around... Actually, no. Did I? Oh, yeah, 10. 10 p.m. again on Friday. 10 p.m. CET. Karaoke. Be there or be square. That's gonna be my last That's gonna be my last stream until I am done moving. Maybe if I wanna, like, maybe if I have time to, like, watch a movie or something. We can do that on Discord sometime. Wait, what? No, Thursday. Sorry, I'm wrong. I literally am wrong. It's Wednesday. I didn't realize that the clock had changed. My next stream will be on Thursday. Sorry, Thursday, 10 p.m. CET is karaoke. Friday, we're having a Discord watch along. Join the Cosmia Court if you're not in it already. It's a pretty, I know as I was making the hammer time, I was like, this is probably a really bad time for some people, but it's a good time for me, so. It's 4 p.m. It's 4 p.m. CET on Friday for the Discord watch along. So if anyone wants to come watch a musical with me, join the Cosmia Court. And then, yeah, that'll be my last, like, thing that I'm going to be doing for now, until I finish the move. I think that you can probably expect some Twitter spaces from me after I get back. Because Well, actually, I'm not sure. It depends on how fast I can get internet. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm working on that right now. So, as some of you, if you were in the Cosmia Accord earlier today, you would know that I was asking about internet. That's why, because I'm trying to get internet ready and stuff when I get back. I'll have a story time later. I'll fill everything in later when I get settled. But for now, I'll see you guys on Thursday at 10 p.m. CET for some karaoke. Yay! And then Friday for a movie. I mean, it's not really a movie, but a musical pro shot watch along on the Cosmia Accord. All right. Friends had decent offerings, I thought, for internet. Well, I'm going back to Japan. Well, I'm going back to Japan in like a week, so France is okay. France honestly has a lot of France has very fast internet, but the buildings are so old that not all buildings can put in fiber internet, and that is the case with mine. So hope you get nice internet for the 90-day JP. Yeah, we'll see. I'm just trying to see what I can. I'm pretty much just trying to see like what I can do, because I'm not gonna be there for that long. So doing 90 days in JP then back into the DS, I don't know. Well, because if I do 90 days, then I won't be able to make if I do 90 days, then I won't be able to be there until November. And I was planning on being there till November, so I might make because my friends want, I said before, but my friends want to go to Canada, so I might make a quick trip to Canada and then back home for a moment, and then go back. So I don't know, we'll see. We're figuring stuff out, because my friends are like, oh yeah, like September is probably the cheapest time to go. But I was like, well, you completely cut out while I answer your question. Okay, let me answer that again. So I want to stay in Japan until November, but my friends also want to make a trip to Canada. Well, they want to go to Vancouver. I don't really care, because it's anyway. I just heard Canada. Yeah, my friends want to go to Vancouver, perhaps in September. And if I'm in Vancouver, then I can make a trip home, pretty much. So I might, like, pack some stuff, bring it home, and then, like, go back. I don't know. But it's only if my friends actually want to do September. I don't know. But we'll figure it out. For now, I'm just gonna buy, like, I'm probably just gonna get, like, a flexible ticket home and see what happens. Hopefully... Yeah, I do like Vancouver, though, so if I can make a trip with my friends, and I haven't traveled with my friends in a while, so it'd be nice to travel with them again. It's one of my close friend groups, so I would like to travel with everyone. That would be so fun. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But that is my situation right now. So we'll see. But for now, I will be back in Japan by next weekend. What? Wow, that's fun. But before then, I have to get all my stuff packed and moved, and it's a big process. So I'm a little busy until then. So my last stream is going to be on Thursday until I get internet, and then we have our Discord thing on Friday, and then we'll play it by ear. Twitter Spaces, all that other good stuff. We'll probably play it by ear for a little bit. So keep your eyes open on Twitter and Facebook. Facebook? Sorry, why did I say Facebook? I can't even use Facebook. I can't even log into my own Facebook right now. It's too hot. I can't think about anything anymore. The Great White North welcomes you, not financially though, Vancouver. It's okay, Seattle's pretty bad too. Process of getting back to the US. Well, thankfully I'm a citizen, so it won't be, I hope it won't be too hard. The last few times that I've gone back to the US, it's been pretty easy for me, but Facebook, Potential Cosmia meetup in late November. Yeah, I heard. So if everyone, I think, yeah, I heard that the word was going around, that everyone was going to Japan, or I shouldn't say everyone, but quite a few Cosmians are going to Japan in November. So I think that I don't know what you've heard or who's told you what, Weddy, but like I don't know. I'm planning on being there. I'm planning on being in the country. Hopefully, if nothing drastic changes, I should be in the country. So I'll see you guys there, I guess. At least you didn't say MySpace. I've never been on MySpace. I've never opened the MySpace website. It's like I've never used it. Facebook was my first social media. Facebook Live. Okay. Hope you get to meet up with your Cosmia friends. Yeah. The Cosmians, I guess, because my Cosmia friends are there. I will be seeing Meno and Iku probably like as soon as I get back. Within the week that I get back, I can imagine. But yeah, Cosmians, hello. It'll be cool to see some of y'all, see what you're doing. I don't know. Have fun, you guys. Yeah, I'm not sure what I will be doing in November, but we'll see. Hope we can do a collab with Miss Tia when you get there. Of course. Oh my goodness. I'm probably gonna. Well, I don't know how soon we'll do an off collab, but I'll definitely see her. Cause Tia, yeah, Tia's my friend from when I was in uni. So we have like a few IRL mutual friends as well. So, you know, we'll probably hang out. I don't know. Hopefully my IRL friends do not bail on the trip. Oh, you're bringing your IRL friends? Fun. I mean, I guess that's good. I can't. You go like alone. Yeah, but that'll be fun. Maybe we can arrange like a dinner or something. I don't know, or something. A something. Maybe we can arrange a something. I was separately planning a trip in November. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know a lot of people who are planning on coming to Japan in November, so my schedule might be a little bit like crazily booked for the month. I know my cousin and her boyfriend and maybe my uncle, I don't know, like wanted to come to Japan in November. And then one of my friends that I made here, one of my French friends is has tickets for November as well. So there's a lot of people coming. We'll throw a rager. I hope one of you has a big Airbnb. No, we can't kinjo meiwaku. Maybe I'll rent a maybe we'll rent a space. I know people who throw parties, so I'll ask for advice. I'll be like, how much do you charge people? I think, well, actually, I don't know. There are a lot of places where you can like just like hang out, or maybe we'll just get a giant ass karaoke room. That'd be cool. How much rent do you charge for your party van? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll get a room or something. A big karaoke room. That'd be cool. That'd be fun. I don't know. I'll think about it. But it'd be cool to have like a big Cosmia meetup. Okay. Anyway, I've been yapping. Let's find someone to raid. Yeah, Cosmia karaoke. Been fun. Thanks for coming. Out of the people who I am able to raid right now, it looks like it's only Mi-chan that's currently live, so I'm gonna raid Mi-chan. Wicked comes out in November too. Oh my god, you're so right, but it's not coming out in Japan in November, unfortunately. But I'll go home and watch it. So let's see. Mi-chan is still going. Okay, let's raid Mi-chan.
Yay. Oh my god. A sneeze. The end. Thanks for the stream. Hope all the packing goes well. Thank you. Oh, Mako's starting soon? A nice bootleg video. We were into Mako since I don't raid into Mako that often. Bless you. Thank you. Mako. Oh yeah. In like 10 minutes. 13 minutes? In cam. I survived off-grid Gen 4. Ah, that's so cool. Okay, let's raid into Mako then, because I don't often get the chance to raid into Mako. Alright, you guys. I'll see you again on Thursday for some karaoke. Be there, be square. 10 p.m. CET, same time as today. And yeah. Thanks for perusing. Thanks for perusing Reddit with me today. It was really fun. I love y'all very much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And I'll see you again on Thursday. In approximately 48 hours. Alright, guys. Bye-bye. Otsumori deshita. Thanks for coming today. I'll see you again. Perusing. It was very fun perusing. Goodbye, everyone. Otsumori deshita. Good night. See you on Thursday. Bye-bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Good night.